Looking at my channel, it's obvious I watch and love anime, but I do not consider myself an anime fan. Let me elaborate. I was born in the early 2000s, didn't start watching anime till like 2012. I don't consider myself an OG or any type of shit, but I did grow up watching the classics like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Naruto, Beyblade, Inuyasha, you name it, I've seen it. Shout out to Toonami. But the main problems I got with anime fans is just literally the pure lack of understanding in any writing, period. Low-key, I think it's because anime just became too mainstream that niggas see shit anywhere without context and just congregate their own stupid ass opinions despite evidence being right in front of them. Moving back to OG fans, oh my god, y'all fossil fuel ass niggas need to shut the fuck up. Oh, well, this isn't how it used to be. Nigga, so what? You by far have your right to your own opinion. You have the right to express your opinions, as I'm doing right now. But dog, you know what? Let me just say the fandom I'm targeting. Naruto fans, I fucking hate you. Naruto fans are not real Naruto fans. And here's why. If you don't accept the ending of Shippuden, you are not a real Naruto fan. If you think Naruto and Sasuke got nerfed, you are not a real Naruto fan. If you think Naruto is a failure as a Hokage, you are not a real Naruto fan. If you don't accept Boruto as a story in general, guess what? You are not a Naruto fan. Again, you are free to your opinions. You don't have to like the ending of Shippuden. I sure as shit didn't, but it did set a very important path for the next story, and they literally continue this when Sasuke leaves the village on his redemption arc. I'm just tired of y'all niggas throwing the word fan around so easily, but y'all niggas clearly don't even know your own show. I was on Instagram, and it's always y'all Instagram niggas, but in the comment section, this nigga said that Boruto shits on Naruto's legacy, and how they reopened the cycle of hatred, yada yada yada. It's clear my nigga didn't even watch the end of Shippuden. Naruto through his battle with Sasuke was the end of the cycle of hatred. Out of everyone in the entire ninja world, all it took to end that cycle was to patch things up with your homie. And then the rest is history. Now, throughout these times that, you know, the Earth united and there's peace and everything, they face a threat that targets them as a human race together. And guess what? This threat is from the past. These alien niggas are not new. They've been shown to us and hinted to us since the introduction of the Sage of Six Paths. And Boruto doesn't shit on Naruto's legacy, it adapts it. There's no more hatred in the ninja world, but it's discovering why love is their strongest asset. Juro is pretty much a giant man baby who's trying to understand why the fuck everyone is so driven by this strange emotion called love. And I relate to this because he's asking a real genuine question that I'd be curious about too. Like, why do we rely on such weak emotions like that? This isn't a Juro analysis video, so let's move on. I'm bashing y'all niggas. Bro, this motherfucker was running his mouth constantly about how Naruto's a bad Hokage. He didn't even have one valid take. Hold on, but you know what? I got receipts. So the thread opens up with the complaint that Naruto and Sasuke were sidelined in Boruto makes no sense when they had some of their greatest moments in Boruto. I don't feel like reading the rest of this honestly, so I'm just gonna scroll down and you guys can read for the next like 5 seconds.
2,000 years later.
So then dumbass says, he saved the village 1,000,000 times before this. Seeing him save the village from more alien pales in comparison to what he did against Pain or Kakazu, or even Gaara to be honest. Seeing Naruto be a terrible Kage for the sake of Boruto's story, not much of a highlight in my opinion. I apologize, he has poor grammar as well. I really, it's so hard to understand him. Oh my god. So I reply with, you definitely didn't watch Naruto. It's okay to be slow. Just please don't spread false gossip. So then this is where things get heated. He replies with, nigga, there's nobody who watched/read anime that hasn't read/watched Naruto. You either mentally impaired or just dick riding without permission. Seeing Naruto go from by himself on the swings to village cheering him on after saving the village was definitely more a highlight. Now, hold on. He said that Naruto's a bad Hokage, but then he proceeds to list reasons why Naruto would be a good Hokage. He saved the village, yada yada yada, you know, but what he listed are traits that make him Hokage, that they make him who he is. It's also called character development, which is what I reply with. It's called character development. It's his character from being ignored to recognized. It's Naruto's story. So obviously Naruto's gonna get highlight, spotlight, all that. It's his story. Throughout Naruto, the OG, and to Naruto Shippuden, it's his story. So obviously all those good things like the Kakazu and Pain thing are gonna happen in his fucking story. Dumbass replies with, that man took in the downfall of the village. And the narrative will say it's cause he has a big heart. I'm telling you, as a reader, nobody in real time wanted Naruto tenure as Hokage to be like this. The nigga essentially done nothing as Hokage just so Boruto's story can exist. Fuck that. I highly apologize for his poor grammar. And I'm trying to read this in a funny voice, but it's hard to read and imitate a stupid voice at the same time, but please bear with me. So then I'm like, I was so baffled at this statement. I reply with, he's done nothing as Hokage? Like, since the start of Boruto, him and Sasuke were coordinating and investigating any connections to Kaguya. Then, after the Momoshiki arc, he saved the village by the way, they instantly were investigating Kara. He replies with, what about me referencing the Kakuzu pain and other fight leads you to infer I didn't watch? Nigga, I said him fighting alien pales, I'm comparing you just dick munching. And I said, and? Everyone knows those fights, but it's specific moments like Hokage Naruto saving the village that differs from teenage Naruto. He then replies with, nothing changes at App. Literally, unless you're saying from the new generation perspective, the village has been seeing him do that shit for a decade. Nigga on a moon, spend Naruto Madara pull up on... I'm sorry, I cannot read this. Jesus Christ. Yet you get the point. Like, you guys can see this as well. And then I say it's his job as a shinobi. It's like doctors. It's their job to save their village. And then he says, exactly my point. So him doing that wasn't special. He's been doing it for years. Boruto being there don't make it special. And the story between any shinobi and the Otsutsuki, or however you spell it, for once he acknowledges his poor grammar. I'm surprised. So I argued that paled in comparison. Now we hear. And I say, how does that justify Boruto not being there though? The shinobi and Otsutsuki have been a thing since Kaguya stepped foot on this planet. There would be no shinobi without her or the Sage of Six Paths, because you know, Indra, Ashura, it's a fucking rabbit hole. Then, oh my god, this is probably the stupidest one. Then he says, do I understand it's in Naruto to trust and attempt to help? Yes. Example, Sasuke and Obito. What I'm saying is that decision undercut his term as Kage, thus making him a terrible Kage. Cliche and taboo, as we used to joke about Kage before him. Naruto goes down so Boruto can go up. I was baffled by this, so I reply with, what the hell are you talking about? And then he says, taking in an active terrorist, aka Kawaki. I'm sorry. Taking in an active terrorist, aka Kawaki, was in Naruto's nature, but the dumbest move a Kage could do, thus ending his reign as Kage by a result. And then I'm like, Kawaki wasn't a terrorist. He escaped Kara because they were modifying his body and abusing him. Obviously, he won't trust anybody because he's never seen the outside world since he was kidnapped. Naruto literally had to show him the light, and he did. And then he's, oh, this is funny. This is funny. He says, that's like saying Kakashi was a great Hokage. When he ain't have to do much, it was peace off GP, Naruto, and Sasuke were alive. My guy, oh god. I reply with, they were recovering from multiple damages from a fucking war. So he was busy with that. That's what Kakashi was dealing with. The aftermath of a fucking war. And also, wait. Yo, Hokage Kakashi was also active during the last movie with the Toneri and the Moon arc. He was Hokage during that. Are you gonna ignore that one too? And then continuing, I say he didn't even want to become Hokage, but Naruto is too young, so he had no choice. Oh god. Kakashi had a sweet ride. Tsunade had a tougher tenure because Naruto was weaker at the moment. Defending the village is only an opportunity. If a fight can be had, nobody wanted to fight. 19 to 20s Naruto oh lord. So then I reply with, Kakashi had a sweet ride because there was no war. You can't compare two in different times of peace or battle, the fuck? And then going back to the whole Boruto thing, he said, investigating is retcon, not actively getting shit done at all. Even in that was mostly a Sasuke job. B, it could... Fucking Christ, man. Please, man. Go finish school, bro. God damn. That aside, most of the village progression Kakashi and Naruto made as Kage were all off screen before Boruto took place. We read him doing nothing at this point. And then I say, I don't know if you know this, but the Hokage does not actively take place on missions unless the village is in danger, like a war. For example, when Orochimaru invaded the Leaf, or like I said earlier, when the moon was about to fucking fall on the planet. Like, that's when the Hokage would actually step in and box. But in normal missions, like investigating something, the Hokage does not step out and do that. That's what the Shinobi are for. That's what Jonin are for, the Anbu, all of that. Like, and then he said, Kakashi went on a mission as an active Kage. In his novel, he left the village. What the fuck are you talking about? No, they don't commonly go on missions, but there are missions that require the Kage War is still a mission. And the point was, as long as Sasuke and Naruto allies, there will be no... Oh god. You know what? I'm ending this thread here. I think we get the point. But my guy, have we watched the same show? I need to stop talking about Naruto because goddamn, they're a close second to One Piece fans when it comes to running their mouth. Bro, y'all niggas are ass as a community. Like, why do you people like to nitpick every small detail instead of performing normal acts of criticism? Let me give you guys a good example. One Piece. I know y'all finna be like, oh my gosh, how can you not like One Piece? I'll give you a very good answer. It's boring. And again, I've sat through over 500 episodes. I only wanted to watch the Doflamingo arc. I watched and I know how it goes and I know how this shit is. Oh, but trust me, it gets good. Nigga, I'm already 500 and some episodes in. When does it get good? For me, the story just isn't my cup of tea. I get the concept, I get the idea, and I respect Oda as an artist and an author. But this shit is low-key dragging. Here's my art, by the way. See what I did there? That was just my basic criticism with what I've experienced and why I don't like it. I didn't bash anyone, I didn't spread misinformation about the story, and I sure as shit didn't stir your opinion away from it. At least I hope I didn't. But oh my god, y'all niggas swear your word is just more important or is like valued more than anyone else's. One Piece fans, I'm throwing the dagger back at y'all. Why do you feel that your show or series is more superior to a lower tier isekai or some random shoujo manga? And yo, people, please gather around, get close. Come on. Let's stop attacking the authors of our favorite stories just because it didn't go the way we want it to. If you feel that offended by the author's choice of actions in his or her story, then just write your own fucking story. Pick up a pen, get to writing, and it better be on par or even better than whatever you're trying to bash. Like, do y'all remember when Kishimoto got death threats all because Kakashi died? And yes, I am a firm believer Kakashi honestly should have stayed dead in the pain arc. And yo, anime fans, stop giving studios hard times when it comes to animations. It's not their fault. Animators always have strict schedules and weird ass quotas they gotta meet. And who the fuck knows if they can even go home? You've seen the Mappa stories. These niggas are tired. You can't expect them to always make a masterpiece if the studio is literally collapsing internally. Let's take a jab at Boruto again. Studio Pierrot. Yes, they fucked it up a lot. Every crucial thing he said in that first chapter seemed to just fly out the window because now his image has been tainted. But guess what? It's not the animator's fault, and it's not Boruto's fault either. It's the studio managers and them trying to push out content even though there was no manga material. This nigga's wrist was broken animating this. You think the studio gave a shit about him? No, they just wanted that episode to drop, which is also stupid, man. Like, Boruto needs to become seasonal if it does return. I hope. Dog, so the new One Punch Man trailer came out and I made a mistake by opening Twitter. Why are y'all calling this crappy animation? It's literally just a second of a frame within the episode. Like, clearly they want to keep the best shit gate kept for when the season actually comes out. Like, these are trailers and literally small teaser frames, and niggas just swear it's the entire season's animation as if they themselves were there and worked on it. Oh, hey, Future Wise here, and so the One Punch Man episode dropped and y'all really did not fail to amaze me. It's a talking episode. Why am I hearing you guys talk about still animation when they're just talking? Like, why do you guys expect 5,000 frames worth of animation for a scene in Saitama's apartment? It perfectly depicts the original source. I don't see why or how y'all niggas can still complain. I'm looking at my feed and I see one frame, man. Like, goddamn, man, I hate y'all so much. Let's not also forget about these jobless Twitter accounts that just create beef because they clearly never got attention growing up, and it shows. This nigga, yes, I'm exposing your account, I don't care. He posted this talking about how Sarda is sexualized. Gang, the panel is her wearing PJs in her room. What are we talking about? The anime literally adapts this scene and it ain't nothing wrong with it. Y'all niggas goon way too much if you believe this is sexualizing. It'd be the same niggas that say this but praise Orihime, a 15-year-old with jiggle physics, and you won't believe what some of these niggas have to say. Oh, but at the end of the war arc, she's like 17 to 18. And if you even find a way to defend this take, and I'm sorry man, but you have no right to hate on this basic panel when your GOAT is literally running around taking up all the budget with her chest. And let's also not forget about Dandadan. Like what episode 1 of that one season where that girl gets SA'd, like, and y'all niggas love that shit. Like, please go outside for the love of God or whatever you believe in. I've just about had it with y'all niggas, and that's all I gotta say for real. If you're considered to be one of these so-called fans, fuck you. That was a joke. Fuck you. So I've been editing this for a while and a lot of things have happened afterwards, so I'm just gonna address them right now because I don't feel like making a separate video. What is wrong with y'all? So apparently now the I guess producer of JC Staff, he's deleting his social media because he can't take oh my god, y'all are so bad. Bro fell for the rage bait. Y'all messed him up that bad. He's deleting social media permanently. Yo, what if this like prevents them from making any other future anime or something? Like, y'all gotta stop. I don't want to lose my voice talking about this anymore. So please, 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 guys, let's stop attacking innocent people for doing their jobs. Even if it doesn't, you know, get up to par with what we like, it's still a human being here. And that's it for me, man. I'm finally done talking. This is a very long video. Holy shit. Yeah, so if y'all could like and subscribe, por favor. You know, I don't really ask for that a lot because I'm not selfish like y'all niggas. But it would really help a youngin' out. Peace.